versus Virtus.pro highlights.
The problem, of course, is Storm versus a melee hero, and Storm is a hero with a lot of armor. So at least laning stage-wise, Armel is going to be quite fine.
Yeah, I think the lane is a little bit hard for Kunkka, like levels 1, 2, and 3. I think it gets better for sure. The Torrent Storm is also just a pretty much like there's so much RNG to Torrent Storm, but it's one of those things is like once you get it,
oh, he needs to keep away because he doesn't know what's behind it.
Yeah, exactly. All right, for now, it doesn't look like either of the teams. I mean, definitely looks like Virtus.pro is just trying to dodge any engagement here at level 1. They are split up into pretty much all 3 lanes. They are positioned pretty well here to try and get themselves 2, if not 3 of the runes. So we'll see if Aurora can actually force a level 1 fight here as Jabs wrap around here for this top rune.
It used to be that the Morphling doesn't want to fight. Now, actually, the level 1 attribute shift is not all that bad. He's still gonna be afraid. Even with an Undying, usually when there's multiple heroes, you're thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a multi-man DK, and then everything is gonna go well for us. But it's, again, a lot of the teams still afraid of it. I've seen some tier 2 teams, these are still the top echelon, right? And it's a land getting low. This is the thing that you have to be afraid of. And you can see with it's a melee hero versus a Storm, and then you have to buy a bottle on the Kunkka. And that's one thing that can actually make a matchup good for a Storm, because Kunkka doesn't really lose a lot of matchups. Very rarely does that happen. But versus a Storm, there's so much harassment if you have to come close to the creeps.
A lot more like torrent spamming as well, just trying to secure what you can.
You try your best. This bottom is gonna be fun, right? Usually heroes like Morphling, Faceless Void, even the Anti-Mage are good versus the Primal Beast. So I'm kind of curious to see if they're gonna be finding the right onslaught, if they can force out a blink away without using the onslaught, and then maybe just try and chase down the Anti-Mage, because it does happen though. 23 Savage, the amount of Anti-Mage games that he has played, I'm thinking he's probably going to be completely fine there in the bottom.
I imagine he picked this seeing his matchup, or at least most likely seeing his
to actually go forward, and it's I don't see that changing actually. There's the rotation.
Oh. Beautiful rotation in mid lane, but with the Bat Rider come through as well. Squadox falling quite low as Armel getting an assister from the Phoenix that grabs himself first kill onto that beautiful Earth Spike to find 2 as the Tombstone does come down as well. They've got to clean this one up. The mana drain's holding Bat Rider down, and FNG just needs to try and finish him off, but he doesn't have the mana. Cannot do it. Bat Rider will barely escape. Ends up just being a 1-for-1 trade. Only the mid laners going down. But overall, I think Aurora pretty happy with that, getting the kill onto the Kunkka first.
Sure, but it wasn't the first blood. It was the creeps that actually got the kill in the end.
Yeah.
So you don't get the extra gold, but at least your Storm does participate in the experience stuff. Though he's walking back to the lane. No, he's going into the jungle. Smart move from the Storm. Definitely gonna be very, very passive from Aurora, and it's on Virtus.pro to actually punish it. Kunkka is one of the better heroes to do so. You can see that he's just invading. He doesn't feel like he can die.
He just sees this ward is so valuable. They just see the Phoenix stack and they're just like, all right, time to walk up and take it. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness.
They also killed the Anti-Mage Cornucopia. That's gonna hurt him a lot.
All right, X into the boat. Armel here actually under the cover of an invis, trying to find some initiation, but just gets Earth Spike stunned, trying to get out, just barely surviving on a sliver of HP. The Tombstone doing some work here as Q still on the run. We'll be able to get out. Jabs rotating in level 6 around the Mars, but he's got no backup. They can't contest this. This stack is just going to this Morphling and this Kunkka.
Yep, it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, now they're bringing in the level 6 Mars.
Oh boy, you lost that key. He just got Earth. He just gets Earth Spike so easily. Or even bringing in 23 Savage, the arena drop, just to try and bring down this Undying. He does end up getting the kill, so a value there for the Anti-Mage, making the rotation a little bit worth it as they will clean up this triple stack now, and all the big creeps still available for them. So definitely at least getting quite a bit out of this rotation.
Yeah, they have to leave for a top tower. It's pretty fine.
Yeah, I mean, there's been so much space for the Primal Beast now, as well as he's looking to get on top of the Anti-Mage. Here comes the X, the Torrent, the boat follow-up, no blink available. The Pulverize on top of him. He will get out at the moment. Dude, just that casual point in the counterspell, keeping him alive long enough. Well played there, mid lane. Good dive out from Armel. Will take down the Lion. Good kill. We'll fortify the towers. The Undying realizes he needs to cancel the TP. He's like, all right, never mind.
3 of your tier 1 towers, right? You don't have that on the map. So you have this team fight lineup of a Phoenix Mars, but where are you going to mount the fight on? You can hope for a Roche, but Virtus.pro never even need to go for it. So this is very, very rough for Aurora. They're just letting Virtus.pro get away with everything.
Yep, and when you don't have those towers, it allows for easy placement of wards, and they will use that for that quick Phoenix kill there. And it's super low committal. It's like Phoenix is walking up there just to actually transition this into like something like really positive for his team.
I think he's gonna have to work with the anti-mage. That's your burst damage, and that's why coming back to the draft, I'm not a fan of the Phoenix pick. It would have been much better if it was a Dark Willow. You could actually bring somebody down.
Okay, well, we're going to see what they can do here as FNG gets trapped inside the arena, does drop the tombstone, and he'll lose his life, so they do manage to find themselves a kill. Obviously, they would really like the Morphling, but the egg comes down to try and protect the Batrider, and Kirtich just going to turn right onto the egg, but beautiful spear out from Jabs will hold him down in place. But this Morphling, he's tanky. Anti-Mage looking for his opening. Good blink away for the moment. He gets the Anti-Mage Morph as well, so he's out noticed. In some trouble falling low with the BKB, trying to just onslaught to safety. Under a ward right now. So they are heading over as fast as possible.
He might not be able to predict this.
Yeah. I mean, if he gets the X, it's huge. The Torrent perfectly on the mark from Squad. And there it is. Like you said, he just instantly counterspells every time, trying to get out. Oh, he gets the counterspell for the Hex. Oh, man. You cannot make that mistake.
Yeah, that's uncharacteristic. I think Sage saw that they were lacking the physical damage, and then he wanted to do everything perfectly. Because even if he gets that Hex off, it's a level 1 Hex. I don't think you're getting him.
Yeah, I didn't realize he went for 4 points mana drain this game. I mean, the mana drain is a great ability, right? Like, if this does go late, the anti-mage is the hero you have to be the most worried about.
For sure, for sure. But there's this butterfly timing that you're gonna have to be worried about so much.
Well, they're smoked up here, maybe looking to try and take a fight outside of the base. The Blink the Arena, he goes in, gets right on top of the Lion. The Tombstone save! Oh no, Armel gets caught for the Pulverize. His BKB's mostly wasted as they've just chain stunned up the Anti-Mage. The bow comes through as well, and 23 Savage goes down. Kiritich now looking for the egg to wait for him to dodge out that stun as he just blinks up aggressively onto the high ground. This guy's got an Aegis, he does not care. Notice, diving into the fountain, takes him down with a Pulverize, and Virtus.pro showing that they are way stronger at the moment.
It's a perfect jump. It is a perfect jump from
advantage of it.
100%. This game, though, he feels like he just wants to stand and destroy people because the timing is just going to be amazing for Virtus.pro. So that's why he's thinking about a Daedalus first. Though I've seen a lot of Morphlings actually get the Crystallis, want the Daedalus, and then just change their mind.
All right, jump in, great vortex, but the stun comes through from the Primal Beast. The BKB it's not long enough to grab Armel, and they're going to turn this around. The arena trapping down 4, but the egg is there, and again, Virtus.pro just walk away.
Tombstone.
Who's in the Tombstone right now? Is anyone in the Tombstone?
Undying.
Is it?
Undying.
Is it the Undying? I was like, I feel like I'm not seeing a hero. It's FNG hiding in his own Tombstone. That's funny. All right, well, Kiritich back onto the high ground. The stun will catch the Phoenix, burning through his mana, but he gets barely a dive away. The X there, pull back with the Tidal Wave as well. The Hex has caught the Storm Spear. The Chain Stuns are there. They've got themselves one. Armel needs to be careful, does not have that BKB, and Kiritich just very strong on this Morphling. He's full strength morphed, but he's baiting. He's like, I got an Aegis, homie. I'm down to burn it. Phoenix will buy back. Anti-Mage just split pushing through the mid lane, jabs the Great Blink, spears him even further into the base, but of course, he's got that waveform out.
Oh,
meanwhile, the backside, they're just XTPing their heroes. They're resetting, man. They want to go. Oh.
You see that cool, the tidal wave on the Storm and then into a Hex? He almost died because of that. Those are things that Armel is always going to have to be careful about. And they're just going for the push because they know there's no Storm BKB. This is a Rax.
Yeah. And with 23 Savage not being fight ready, he's like, yeah, Morphling's got a butterfly, guys. I can't kill this hero, so it's up to you guys. And that will be it. First lane to barracks going for Virtus.pro. they are looking to just continue the aggression. I mean, you don't X-TP back a Lion unless you want to keep fighting, so they're going straight for the mid lane as well.
The anti-mage item is not going to change much. It is going to be an Aghanim Scepter, which sure isn't. If you take a long time for that bottom lane, the anti-mage can actually get up to another item, split push you a little bit before you can get Mega Creeps, and maybe be a problem. So you just want to take it slowly now.
Oh, Armel goes in, but again, an instant tombstone. FNG with the I hate lifespan. You gotta love it. I mean, his BKB is completely spent. Big Arena comes out, Ollie on the backside, trying to get the egg off, but just gets mana drained into a torrent. Tidal wave back. Oh boy, 2 heroes dead from Aurora, and that is a green light now for
the tombstone down. But dude, you're not getting it down, especially in all alone. So he just kind of gave even more wind to the back of Virtus.pro for this game 1.
Bro, are they just gonna end the game right now? Like, how do you stop this Morphling? I actually don't know what you do. They don't care about this top lane of barracks. Clearly, there's no fortifications left in this game as Jabs just getting held in place. Oh, nice play there from the Anti-Mage coming in. Q looking for his lasso target. In comes Armel, grabs the Lion, and that's a great opening if they can finish him off. And they do. Maybe you've extended a little bit too far. The lasso comes through as well. They've managed to take down 2. Kiritich now on the run from 23 Savage. The Anti-Mage finally coming into the game, showing some signs of life here for the side of Aurora, as FNG will be the next casualty for Virtus.pro.
This is the reason why in the current meta, you always take it with a slightly conservative approach. These kind of things can cost you the game. Once the anti-mage has it...
Have to see as they are in the pit now. Virtus.pro trying to bring this one down quick. There's going to be the roar from Roshan, but it's falling fast. This Daedalus pickup on Kiritich, he did not have this last time. As an immediate jump up on the high ground, Jabs just gets immediately pulverized. They've got an Arena, they've got a lasso as well, catching FNG, but he tombstones himself onto the low ground. They're doing so much time here, just wasting as they get 23 Savage. The torrent into the boat. The anti-mage goes down. X is going to catch Q. He gets the blink away for now, but notice an aggressive blink onto the backside here, looking to just chase down these supports. They are not going to let them get away. There's the Arena out from Jabs. They will take down the Primal Beast, but it's just the go sign for Kiritich, canceling the TP out here from this Mars. And with the rest of his team coming through, triple kill for the Morphling. The Aegis to boot, and it just might be the time Virtus.pro needs to close out this game 1.
Okay, Aurora are gonna hate this Undying. This
into egg and the comeback that, you know, Aurora would potentially need to get into this game.
Not only that, but the Defender's Gate completely stops your movement, and Aurora can go back and forth between it. And that immediately makes it super hard.
Well, they're going for the Undying this time. They get him. Beautiful initiation. The pulverize into the boat. Armel gets out. Jabs gets out. That is a great start for Aurora. Egg will come through. And with the Undying being dead, they hold their base. I mean, this is the first time they've been able to finally bring down that Undying.
Yep. But they're going for a smoke. Look at how Aurora knows that this is a possibility. They're just keeping themselves safe.
This is a really sick smoke. They go into the high ground. They've got the Mars. The Lotus Orb protecting him.
Nice
the
one.
Great Force Staff out. He's going to live.
Awesome.
Oh, man. That boat was a death sentence for the Mars, and he's a big part of their team fight, so they will go and smoke up. They get the lasso right onto the Morphling. He's morphing. I mean, he's just shifting through a lot of this damage, but he's got to be careful. He gets the morph onto the anti-mage, so he's got a blink now available for himself, but his mana is running low. 30 seconds on the Aegis. Yeah, he's going to let it burn out.
The mid lane and the bottom wave will be pushing in, and that's going to make it very, very hard for Aurora to actually stay close to their tier 3. You can see it slowly getting down. Virtus.pro, they're being patient right now.
They got some BKBs picked up here. Tombstone aggressively placed onto the high ground. The double BKB comes out. They're going to commit everything onto FNG, but he's still alive for the moment. They will get him, but those BKBs have expired, and there's a full health Tombstone on the high ground. You lost the Phoenix. Goodbye, Mars, as well. Buyback immediately into this game.
You need to fight fast.
You've got to fight fast. Absolutely. Kiritich here, caught out for the moment. The boat comes in, will stun up the anti-mage for the moment. That Tombstone still causing some problems as Seiyu on the backside gets the Hex out onto this Storm Spirit, but the anti-mage follows him, gets a quick kill with that Mana Void as they have got to retreat here on the side of Virtus.pro, but they can't. Great catch here. Squad X with a BKB. Yeah. All right, well, Luckily for Aurora, that Roche a little bit longer to respawn than last time. The scan is there. Notice up onto the high ground. Will get scouted as he has lost so much of his mana. The Storm Spirit tried to grab FNG, does not manage to do so. As which team will get the initiation? There it is, the lasso, but he got the BKB off. Jabs on the backside, gets a great arena, does manage to Brian this Undying up, and they get the kill. His tombstone was placed, doing a little bit of work. Great boat does come up, stun these guys for the moment as the Undying flying back in is great, but a great stun on the backside. Can't just say you. They've got the Kunkka as well. They're gonna buy back on some more, but the numbers are falling for the side of Aurora. Ollie in trouble. The Storm Spirit on no health and mana. Notice will tank him down, and here comes 23 Savage. His buyback. He's got, oh my god, Kiritich doing so much damage on the Morphling. He's able to barely blink away. Some very fortunate high ground miss. It's going to be close. A kill onto the Storm Spirit here is probably just GG, or a kill on the 23 Savage. They're both sitting on buyback right now, as the last lane of barracks will get cleaned up. That Mega Creep's not really going to make a difference here at the moment, as your biggest question is, can you stop this Morphling from taking your throne? They get the Hex, they get the Signs, but the instant Tombstone save from SMG. Beautifully done. The Pulverize, holding them in place. Both Armel, 23 Savage committing their BKBs for this. And it's just Kiritich who turns around with his own. Fortification comes out. They're going to try and keep this one going as Torrent Storm was spent. 23 Savage goes in. Got to be careful. Q just gets destroyed by the Morph. The waveform on through. Armel trying to buy some time. The great arena out. The egg as well. Can they do it? FNG barely keeping him alive, but it's just an Aegis. The Hex gonna catch the Storm Spirit. 23 chasing after the Primal Beast. He gets out. You've lost Storm. It's 23 Savage. He's got to do it all now. Jink blinks onto the backside, managed to get on top of Squad, but there it is, the stun, the finger of death. Spent, 23 Savage goes in, gotta be careful. Q just gets destroyed by the Morph. The waveform on through. Armel trying to buy some time. The great arena out. The egg as well. Can they do it? FNG barely keeping him alive, but it's just an Aegis. The Hex gonna catch the Storm Spirit. 23 chasing after the Primal Beast. He gets out. You've lost Storm. It's 23 Savage. He's got to do it all now. Jink blinks onto the backside, managed to get on top of Squad, but there it is, the stun, the finger of death. Beautiful spear out from Jabs to buy him some space, and the Morphling will turn his attention now, bring down that Mars, and 23 Savage, he goes in! Oh no, he gets baited by a low health Undying, thought he could maybe do it, blinks up onto the high ground, still barely surviving, but the base is exposed. Your anti-mage has almost nothing left, and it will be Kiritich finishing the throne here for Virtus.pro in game number 1.
Oh, they kill him just for good measure. He escaped narrowly earlier. I like that he jumped in. He had to, because your Mars was dead. You didn't have any